Hey, welcome to our new pad video. So we're doing a once over specifically for our client on this car. It's a 2012 Mini Cooper. Car come in for a couple little issues. Seems like it has some hesitation or stumble upon cold startup. We replaced the control knob in the center console that controls the display. But anyway, so to let you know what we got out here is we tested the brake fluid. It tested okay. For water concentration or lack thereof is what we're looking for. Coolant hydrometer readings were like negative 10 to 15 degrees. We did notice that I removed earlier before this video a spark plug. It has some very worn Champion spark plugs in this engine, so we certainly need to rid of those. We don't install Champion spark plugs ever, but especially one of these. So this is a valve cover leak under, this is normally where the cover would sit. But this is the valve cover, right? So you can see the engine oil in there. So we've got some engine oil leaking into that valley area. So when I saw that, I'm thinking, well, let's check the oil level. So as you should, I want to wipe this stick off. And you can see the oil level should be in this grid area right here, this textured area. So let me clean this. We'll stick it back in here. And you can see, I mean, oil's not even registering. It's not even registering on the level indicator here. So we have a very low oil level, which certainly can affect cold startups. But that's also a result of our oil leaks. So otherwise up here, it looks okay. I'm gonna recommend spark plugs and a valve cover gasket, but we're gonna raise it up and I'm gonna show you something else on the bottom side. All right, so now we got this Mini Cooper up in the air. We wanna show you a few little items right here. This is our transmission pan. We're gonna inquire with the client to see if it's ever been serviced. We see some residual here at the gasket, the transmission pan gasket. Nothing, you know, I guess serious, but always a good filter or fluid service is always a good thing. So we're going to mention that, even though the leak's not bad. If we service the transmission, we'll install a new gasket at the same time. Oil pans. I think here's the majority of our oil leak. You can see how it's been building up here, and it's also leaking pretty heavily here, creating all this buildup. But you can also see where it's been running down the pan right here. So we're going to recommend to reseal the oil pan. We can probably do that at the same time as the oil change, oil service, because once we drain this, we will dispose of all that old oil. One other item is the brakes. The brakes look to be okay as far as pad thickness goes, but someone's been, what we call in the industry, pad slapping this car. They installed new brake pads, but not rotors. So what happens is the rotor continues to wear even with new brake pads. Well, there's a lip, and this tool should easily and clearly slide off the edge, like it should be smooth, but there's a heavy lip on the inside and the outside edge of the rotors. And this goes for all four corners. So we can just tell that those rotors are probably at their minimum thickness specification at this time. But although the pad wear thickness is pretty thick. So anyway, we made this video for our client. We hope it's very helpful. And if you have a car and you want to know more about it and what's going on and what kind of condition it's currently in, bring it to us. We'll make the same video for you. And thanks for watching the pad video.